Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We're out on a seriously windy night. A couple of lads are going to come down and we're going to go out after the squid. Hopefully we can get a big one. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! This is a must-have for the cuttlefish. It's like 50-50 if you pull a cuttlefish up the wall. So it's always nice to stack your chances a bit more with the grab wheel. Beautiful. And all I do is just hover it just under the water about 4 to 6 inches. So then if you get one, you could just pull it straight up and you've caught it. So I've just got my normal rig on today. I'm just spinning. So I've got a dropper loop at the top there, about 1.5 foot to a little bullet weight, a couple of beads and a clip swivel. So I'll have the big jig on the bottom, little jig on the top. I'm going to go for, I thought I'd try white tonight. I've got some new jigs. And I've been using green a lot lately with quite little success. So I went out and I got some proper nice white ones. These Uzuris were doing really good last year. So fingers crossed they are this year. There you go. This is the matchup. So you got the little jig and the big jig. Got my pen slammer on today. This reel's so smooth, it's lovely for pulling up squid and stuff. And I've got the good old Pen Regiment 2, the spin series, and this has got quite a soft tip on it as well, so ideal for squid fishing. And we're loaded up with 26-pound braid. This is just my bass setup, but you could use lighter, you could use heavier, but this is sort of what I prefer because it gives me a chance to lift a 3-pound squid out if I was lucky enough to catch one. Check that out, guys. It's only taken about 45 minutes to an hour, but we caught a 4-inch squid. It's been absolutely terrible tonight. Hopefully towards high tide it picks up a bit, but I'm not going to be staying for much longer if it's like this. I'm going to dispatch him. Lovely little squid. That'll go well on the hook, that will. As a whole bait. None of this squid goes to waste. Got to try and bring him in somewhere. We've got a cuttlefish on here, but is he off? Oh no! Will third time be the charm? We will see. Oh, you little... That's a nice one. Oh, he's near the rock. Come on, Kel. He's nearly there.
Get it in.
Oh, I'm trying. He's pulling against me. Yeah, baby! That's a beauty! That's a lovely sized cuttlefish. Oh, I'm glad we did the move. What a beast! We'll wait for Cal to get it up, guys. We'll get you a better show. Check this one out for a football, guys. That's a beautiful sized cuttlefish.
That's a beast, man.
Yeah, that's a lovely one.
Yeah.
You don't want to get bitten by it, that's for sure. Look at that.
Don't face it my way.
But no, I think he's all linked out.
Yeah.
But that there is my biggest cuttlefish of the year right there.
That's a great cuttlefish.
Hopefully we can get some more. Cal's just had a nice squid as well. We've moved spots because the other place was just dead. So we're not going to tell you where we are. This is a secret one. So check that out, guys. That is an absolute lovely cuttlefish. There's Cal's squid that he had. It's a nice sized squid as well. And he had a follow-up of an even bigger one. But just compared to my hand, you can see how big that squid really is. The cuttlefish, sorry. I'm excited. You do not want to get that ink in the face. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dispatch it now. Hopefully we can get some more. How you dispatch a cuttlefish, guys? Where you've got the hard bony bit, if you go behind it with your fingers and underneath and break the membrane, it will completely dispatch it. So there's no suffering involved. That beauty of a cephalopod. All we're doing for this, guys, we're fishing off giant boulder bed. So we're just casting out. I've literally got one jig on and a clip swivel, and that is it. Because it's so snaggy round here, what I'm going to do is let the jig just slowly go through the water column, and then I give it a couple of hard pops, and then slowly retrieve for a little bit. A couple of hard pops, and then just retrieve. And that's been doing the business so far. Hopefully, we can get a few more. Oh, is it big? Hopefully they don't come off. Got another cuttlefish on. He's fighting. Come on. Oh, right. I must have pulled it through weed. It felt really heavy at the start. Oh, he's still on. He's still on. Yeah, baby. Number 2. I thought it was a lot bigger than that, to be honest. Oh, cheers, mate. 2 cuttlefish down. Seems to be really working this single jig like this, eh? Yeah, I saw it, mate. Yeah. And look at that beautiful creature. Brilliant size cuttlefish these are. Look at that. Yeah. Look at the colour change on that. Look. Usually if you flip them over and turn them back, they change colour. This one isn't doing it tonight, but it's a lovely little kraken. That's number 2 of the night. We've got one really big one and one a bit smaller. That felt huge when I first hooked it. I thought it was bigger than the last one, but it's not. But happy nonetheless. Lovely cephalopod. Brilliant bait, brilliant eating. All round, fun to catch. There's the other big beast. And now we've got 2. Look at that for a colour change. It's insane. That's a real life kraken right there. Let's hope this stays on, guys. There's a bend in this rod. Come on! I'm pulling them along the surface. I believe it's a squid. I believe so. I'm not messing around bringing it in. Oh yeah, that's a good one, that. That's a lovely squid cow. Come on. Yeah, baby! Woohoo! The move was worth it, eh?
Biggest of the year?
Oh, definitely. By a long way, mate. That's a long squid as well, eh?
That's a cracking squid, that.
That's a beauty. What a bend in the rod.
There you go.
Thanks very much again, mate.
No worries.
Come on. Look at that for a squid, guys. I've got my biggest squid of the season and my biggest cuttlefish, both in the same video. How beautiful is that? Haha, I'm over the moon with that. That's a beauty. So all I changed up to, guys, I took all of my fancy trace off and I just went straight to a jig, just with a clip swivel. No weight, apart from the weight of the jig, and that is it. And all I'm doing is casting out, letting it sink down, not all the way to the bottom, just a few seconds, and then I'm popping it 3 times, reeling down to it, and then just slowly reeling in a little bit, and then we'll pop it again, and that seems to be doing the business. Because that there is a lovely squid. It's not an absolute giant, but she's a beauty. Oh, check that out. That there is my biggest squid this season. And like I say, they get a lot bigger than this. This is probably £1.5 pounds. I don't think this will go £2, but still, that is a lovely squid nonetheless. Right, you can't really complain with that. Gave a good account of himself as well. The rod was nicely arched over. Fingers crossed we can get some more. We need some more like this, that's for sure. Whoa, drop fish. You don't want to get that stuff all over you. But look at that. We're starting to build up a cephalopod bucket at the moment. We've got big old jumbo cuttlefish and now a jumbo squid. We've got cephalopod fever tonight. The good old pen slammer's coming in handy. How am I going to pull him up? Do you reckon I can lift him? I'm going to give it a go, guys. I've got a cuttlefish on. Let's see if I can lift him. Pretty good sized cuttlefish that, eh? There we go. We got another one down. And he's trying to squirt me with ink, so I'm getting him in the bucket. Yeah, baby. Oh, what a great trip this has turned out to be. We found the cephalopod heaven. That's 3 cuttlefish and 1 beautiful squid. Cal's had a nice squid as well. What a day. Look at that. Oh, I love catching cuttlefish. They're such a fascinating creature. Look at the way they just scoot around like that. There we go, guys. Cuttlefish is dispatched. Always like to dispatch them as I go. This is all very valuable bait. It's conger fishing. It really does eat up your bait. So every year when the cuttlefish and squid come in, I stock up. Be lovely to start finding a few more. We are on a roll tonight. We got perfect conditions, slightly choppy. I got a little baby here, guys. I don't know if it's going to come off or not. Ah, he's off. Look at that. Little tiny thing. Will he go for it again? He's gone for it again. And he's mine now. That's another one down. Another cuttlefish. Nice. This one was right in at the boulders. So I cast straight down the sides of the boulders and I just slowly popped it in the whole way along, and there you go. That's the last 2 cuttlefish have come straight out of the boulders. I'm certainly getting a bucket full. It's turning into quite an eventful night tonight, and this is all I'm doing. So I'm just popping it along, slowly winding. Oh no, I missed him. Oh, I nearly got that one on camera. Come on, come back. And as you've seen then, guys, it's always after I've done a couple of jigs. They always take it then. Nice. Cal's just got himself a cuttlefish there, guys. Nice. We're on a roll tonight. We're knocking this trip on the head, guys. We're going to be back out tomorrow, and hopefully we can catch a few more. I'll give you guys a little show of what we've caught in a minute, and then I'm back home. I'm not going to get it all out, guys. We've got 5 cuttlefish and 3 squid between me and Cal. This being the biggest cuttlefish. Look at the size of that monster. And we got a giant squid as well. What a night this has been. We're back in the kitchen now, guys. I've cut up the cuttlefish. I've cleaned it already, which I'll show you in a future video. But we've got our tentacles and our, what we call this, the mantle or cone. So what we're going to do is we're going to boil it up first until it's nice and soft. We're going to fry it up till it's nice and crispy. So all I'm going to be adding is smoked paprika, sea salt and black pepper. Just for a little bit of flavouring as it's boiling in the water. We're only going to be cooking this for roughly 15 minutes until I can get a fork and cut it nicely. That's when we'll take it off. So we'll get that in there just for the flavour. And get cooking. And plenty of sea salt. I'm pretty much experimenting with this because I did it last year where I boiled a cuttlefish and it came out so tender. So this time we're going to try it with without the guts in and stuff and all trimmed up. Our water's on a nice little boil there now. I've scored this just to see if it curls up and looks all fancy. So all we're going to do is chuck it all in there. Tentacles as well. And wait for that to get really tender. It is almost there. As you can see, you can almost cut it nicely with a fork. We want to be able to cut it nicely, no resistance. Our cuttlefish is pretty much ready now. Check that out. A little bit of an orange tinge to it from the smoked paprika. That looks quite nice, that. So what I'm going to do is empty this out. I've got some flour mixed up here with some salt, pepper. And I've put a bit of corn flour in there as well, just to make it a little bit more light. We got a nice lemon to finish it off. So what we're going to do, cut it into squares, get it in the egg, flour it, and fry. That's so easy to cut. It's going to be nice, tender pieces of cuttlefish, that is. Going to leave them quite big, nice big chunks. Smells very much like orma. Just going to chuck the whole lot straight into the egg and get it all mixed up. Get it nicely coated in there. Beautiful. And all we're going to do is get it in the flour. You don't need a huge amount of flour on it. You can double dip it if you like to make it a bit like Kentucky Fried Chicken. But that there is plenty for me. That will go really crispy and delicious. So I'm going to get all the rest done. And we are ready for eating, baby. That looks delicious. So there we go, guys. Our oil's up to heat. So all I'm going to do is just start adding our cuttlefish until the flour's nice and crispy. This is already cooked, so you don't have to cook it for very long. Just until it's nice and crispy, and you're good to go. So that there, look at the golden brown of that. It's gonna have a lovely crunch. Nice bit of sweet chili sauce and sriracha mayo. And we are good to go. We are ready for action, guys. Look how good that looks. Lovely crispy bits of cuttlefish. Hopefully I haven't overcooked it, but I don't believe I have. These look amazing. Look a bit like pork scratchings. Very nice. We'll drain these off, get some lemon out, and we're good to go. So there's the final result. Lovely crispy cuttlefish. And we're going to go get the fork and see if we can cut it with a fork. So here we go, guys. Let's see how delicate it really is, and check that out. Easy to cut with a fork. That's very nice. So there we go, guys. What a nice little cook up this is. I've saved a little piece for smash. And this bit's for me. Delicious. I've got sriracha mayo on my plate here and sweet chili sauce. Mmm. Oh, that's so tender. Watch this, guys. It just falls apart. Look at that. Just really tender. Mmm. What a trip this one was, though. We had big squid, we had big cuttlefish. It was a great little trip because we were getting nothing at the harbour, and then we moved to a different spot. I said to Cal, I was like, oh, we'll try a spot. Me and Sam have had them there in the past, and funnily enough, I only ever caught squid in that spot. And we went there and we caught loads of cuttlefish, so it was ironic, really. But shout out to Cal, by the way. Fishing with Cal is his channel. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out, guys. That's delicious. Mm. So it had about a 16-minute boil, which left it where I can cut it with a fork. Just like you've seen before, guys. But I can genuinely just cut this with a fork. Yeah, and then all I did is I had the oil quite hot, so I quickly powdered it in the flour, straight in the pan. As soon as it went golden brown, take it out. You don't want to overcook it because it will turn rubbery again. So you've got to find that balance. Smash seems to like cuttlefish. I would honestly say that cuttlefish taste better than squid. I'd like to hear it in the comments what your thoughts are, guys. I just feel like cuttlefish has got more flavour than what a squid does. You get more of that orma taste, you know? Mmm. Mmm. Good, eh, bub? So I won't leave the video any longer, guys. I'm going to finish this delicious meal with my buddy Smash. Mmm. It was so good eating. If we want any merch, things are selling out quite quickly at the moment because of Christmas coming out. So I highly recommend ordering soon if you want to get for family members and stuff. There's still loads to go, but it does go quickly. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and hit the subscribe button. There's going to be plenty more. We smash fishing, baby. Woo!